I just think that we're an accumulation of everything that has happened to us. And I think that what I've really learned in my life is the power of reframing. Like on one story I could say, woe is me, things were really hard, it sucked. And the other story I could say, things were really difficult, but I learned so much about how to survive. I really felt like there was a separation between the person I was publicly and the person I was privately. But that was complicated because I was part of the kind of millennial blogging moment, and I was like really big on MySpace. And so I had this kind of digital sphere that was a third space outside of public or private where I could actually be myself. And I started to establish connections with people online where I could be out about my sexuality and my gender, and where I was sharing my art and my ideas and my aesthetics. And so I was getting validation from people who just weren't in my town. In the United States, it used to be illegal for women to wear pants, and it was illegal for men to wear dresses, because the
Oh my
idea
God.
was something called the three article law, meaning you had to wear at least three articles of clothing associated with your assigned sex. Otherwise, you were committing a criminal offense. And what you see is after 1969, the suit became seen as gender neutral and pants became seen as gender neutral, that anyone could wear that. That it's not seen as gender nonconforming for a woman to wear pants, but it's still seen as gender nonconforming for a man to wear a dress. And that has to do with misogyny, is that we think that articles of clothing that are associated with masculinity are just normal. So that's why like blue jeans and t-shirts became universal. But why can't a skirt be normal? And so I think that what I'm really trying to move towards is a world where we don't even have this distinction between gender nonconforming or gender conforming, where we're just literally like beauty and we recognize everyone's beauty. Feeling actually allows us to get negative energy out of our bodies. Like if you don't scream, that scream goes internal as sadness. If you don't laugh, then that laugh never will come back, you know? When we create a world where people are actually connected to what they feel, I believe that we're going to feel empathy. There's this mistaken narrative going on around the world right now that humans are inherently competitive, and that like social Darwinism is this like survival fitness. And I'm like, that's bogus. Actually, I believe the human condition is one of deep love, deep support, and deep mutual aid and interdependence. And that when we access what we feel, we actually see other people and we're like, whoa, they're also deeply complex emotional people. They're probably going through a lot of things too. Why don't I just love them?